tight end in motion. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Oh, the quick spin move. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
And the Yellow Jackets, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Got room to work. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And they stop him short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 3.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, it's Simon. Throws to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. Temple lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. This drive will open from the 15. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Simon. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they're just trying to get to him. Try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback on the keeper. On the move at the 30. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man. Oh, a lot of space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Looking to throw at Simon. He's got it on the move. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a manageable 4th down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Some
Well, the defense was ready for that. Offense trying to toss it to get to the perimeter of the football field, but there were just too many defenders. The running back was able to make the first guy miss, couldn't make the second one, though, and it's a loss of yards.
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Nice job to get him past the sticks and then get him down at the 35. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter and Georgia Tech has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Rutherford. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Now adjusting. He's going to run. There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Yellow Jackets can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's King. Here comes the heat. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. It's a running room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A great catch and run for 6. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gonna take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Jones. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Adams. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Reads it, fires complete. Turning it on. Touchdown, Temple. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
A little screen to the running back. Runs through a tackle.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches.
He's loose. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets are threatening on first and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On the option. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has 1 stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. A methodical drive, and they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Owls headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Simon. Finds his big tight end. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Going up top again. Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. That's caught. It's Adams.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Temple lining up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard.
Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving.
Wide open spaces. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Scanning the field, it's King. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Rivers. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Here's first and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the flats at Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Simon. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Stewart. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Just keep slinging it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the...
There he goes! And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's King. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make match. It's a seam wide open. And this is why a mobile quarterback is a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare. He has just been running wild all day. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Temple takes over and the offense will return to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throws it back. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Found the seam on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Temple will line up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Picks up the first down, still moving. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st motion from the back. With jet sweep pass. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's King. Makes the grab on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have, in skill positions throwing the football,
He's loose down the left side. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to surge it in. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on him.
They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to pass. It's Simon. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there's definitely a school of thought, and nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pulls and fires complete.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in crease now. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Fires on the move. It's caught. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's 2nd and long. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Turning on the Jets. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle with Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Snagged in the middle. It's Adams. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. The Owls trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Simon. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's been throwing bullets all over the field.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. To throw, it's King. They're working that left side. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the fourth. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they've put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have